I am Nick Shell. Let's have a conversation about one of my favorite things in the world, and that is emotional intelligence. Now, this video is a video response to a comment I received on a recent video, which I titled, and you can look it up here on this channel, "The benefit of being right is usually apathy or even resentment from others." So, I received a comment that I think is very engaging and worth sharing with everyone. And I would love for this conversation to continue, which means you would leave a comment, and then, you know, I might make a video on your comment like I am for Robert here. So here was his comment. Let's sort this out here. Robert says, "It's important to say what you believe and assure them it's just your belief and you could be wrong." So right there, I mean, I openly talk about how important it is to recognize that at any given moment, I could be wrong about anything. I mean, how ignorant is it if I go through life thinking I'm not wrong or I can't be wrong? There's a meme from Sheldon from Big Bang Theory where he says, "Well, don't you think if I were wrong, I'd know it?" You know, I mean, I don't ever want to be like that. I want to know that at any given moment, I could be wrong, because that's how I'm going to learn and become a better person. So yeah, so I said to Robert, I said, "Teach me, why is it important to say what you believe?" That's ultimately the topic of this video. Why is it important to say what you believe? He said, "For me, it feels like a level of respect for myself. It creates boundaries also, so that people can respect me and my boundaries. That's just my thought on why it's important." So I like the comment. I can relate to it. I think for me, the challenge in what he's saying though is, he's saying it creates boundaries so that other people can respect him and his boundaries. And I feel like that's the challenge. I feel that in a perfect world, if everyone is equally emotionally intelligent as we are, then that would work. Unfortunately, my experience has been most people on the planet do not value and or seek emotional intelligence. It's been my experience in 42 years on the planet that most people are very tribalistic by nature, and they want to convert the other person to their belief system. And I think that's where the challenge is as far as sharing your beliefs, because I feel it's implied that if you say what you believe, then it's like saying, "This is what I believe, and I'm trying to get you to believe what I believe." Even if that's not what's in your heart, I think it comes across that way in modern day culture. Let me say it again. In modern day culture, I feel that if you proclaim what you believe, even if you don't mean to try to make it seem like you're converting that person, the person's going to receive it that way anyway. And I feel like that's why I feel like I don't go around saying my beliefs. So something I would like to do, I think this is very relevant, and you can check out this song here on my channel, but I wrote a song that's on this channel called "What If We Could See Beyond These Labels?" I want to read the lyrics real quick just to further illustrate this. And let me say this 3.5 minutes into this video. There's probably a sense of irony, because here I am talking about whether you should say what you believe in this video where I'm saying what I believe. And you know, that's what's interesting and ambiguous about it and open-ended about this. Because even as I'm making this video saying what I believe, do I need you to believe what I believe? I would like to think no. But do I become a hypocrite by even making this video and saying what I believe? Maybe so. Could I be wrong? Oh yeah, I could be wrong. Let's look at the lyrics though. "You can wave your rainbow flag, identify as you like. Adopt children Roe versus Wade did not reach. Or you can wave your Confederate flag, justify your Southern pride, though to many it's seen as hateful and obscene. You don't even know what I believe. My views are irrelevant the way I see it. Either way, it's just the same to me. What if we could see beyond these labels? What if we could simply love our neighbors? What if we prayed for our enemies and we agreed to disagree? You can live as an atheist or bow to Allah to be blessed, or think you'll be reincarnated as a willow tree. You can trust in politics, red or blue, just see what sticks, or worship overpaid athletes on a team. So there you go. There's the lyrics. Again, you're welcome to check out that song on this channel. It's called What If We Could See Beyond These Labels. The main highlight from those lyrics specifically though, you don't even know what I believe. My views are irrelevant the way I see it. So ultimately, what's our motivation for saying what we believe? I think that becomes the real question here. What's our motivation? Why is it important for that other person to know what I believe? I mean, because we can look at politics, we can look at sports, we can look at religion, we can look at, even modern day people are very fixated on gender identity and how people identify and all that. Like, everybody has an opinion on it, but does it really help to share that opinion on that? Does it really move us anywhere in a positive space? I feel that all that really matters is that we all treat each other with respect, despite what we believe. Because here's the thing, at the end of the day, imagine you're driving down the road and you see a car pulled over and they're, let's say they have a flat tire. And I'm thinking, well, I can help them change that flat tire. And so, I'm changing their tire, I'm getting to know them and talk to them. They're like, oh, thank you so much for doing it. Yeah, no problem, glad to help. And then imagine at the end, they're like, thank you so much. Can I give you some? No, right? And you're walking with your own car and you look and you see a bumper sticker on their car. And let's call it a tribalistic one. Specifically, it's the other side of your belief system, whether it's politics, sports, religion, whatever thing it is that's the other side of the fence, they have a sticker for that. Now you walk away thinking, do you regret helping that person because they had a different belief system? Do you take it back? No. Because ultimately, what'd you do? You treated them like another person. I think if anything, it helps for us not to know what each other believe. That's what I honestly think. Because it becomes so much of a distraction to have that label, which again, the song called What If We Could See Beyond These Labels? I think we're trained to look at people's labels, and by default, on some subconscious level, it causes us to judge that person, or for them to judge us, for us to minimize our level of respect. Because that's what Robert says in the comment. He wants to gain people's respect. I think you're definitely going to end up getting the opposite, because it won't take long for someone to disagree with what you believe who's less emotionally intelligent as you. They're not going to respect you. If ultimately we're wanting respect from people, I think it's to not talk about our beliefs, because then we start talking about things we disagree. I think it can be counterproductive. But hey, that's simply what I believe. Do I need you to believe that? No. But let's talk more about it in the comment section.